iPhone 6s Plus loudspeaker replacement guide. The tools we're going to need are tweezers for screw management, a plastic prying tool for unprying connections, a Phillips head screwdriver, a 00 or a 000 Phillips head screwdriver, a pentalobe screwdriver, Apple's proprietary pentalobe screwdriver, a plastic pick for prying the screen apart, as well as a suction cup. We'll begin by powering down the iPhone. Locate the two pentalobe screws near the charging port. Use the pentalobe screwdriver to loosen the two pentalobe screws. Once they're loose, you can pull them out. If the screen is badly damaged, you can use a piece of tape to put over it to make sure that you get a good seal with a suction cup. Place the suction cup as close as you can to the home button. While pinching the frame with your middle finger and your thumb, go ahead and pull with your index finger in the suction cup and insert the guitar pick right near the auxiliary port. Go ahead and tilt it left to right to create the crack. Now go deeper in on the left side and then gradually deeper in on the right side as well. Take your time when you're unclamming the phone. To the right of the top of the battery, locate the shield that protects the screen connections. Go ahead and remove the 5 Phillips head screws that guard the shield. This will allow us to expose the screen connections and disconnect the screen. Go ahead and remove the shield. With a plastic prying tool, go ahead and disconnect the 3 ribbon cables by simply sliding the plastic tool underneath them and just popping them out of their sockets. First, we'll have to remove the antenna to get the speaker out. We'll need to remove the SIM card tray for this replacement. Go ahead and just push it out. Now go ahead and disconnect the antenna cable. After you disconnect it, go ahead and gently pull it out. Once you get to the SIM tray, go ahead and use tweezers to kind of work around the corner here, and it should be able to come out just by gently going around the contour of the SIM tray. Go ahead, pull out the rest of the cable. The antenna cable traces out all the way to the speaker. Go ahead and remove the 2 Phillips head screws that are guarding the battery and speaker bracket. Now remove the bracket. Now go ahead and disconnect the battery. You don't have to disconnect the battery, but we suggest that you do for this step. Now go ahead and disconnect the speaker. Just pry it up and peel it back. It's slightly glued onto the speaker. Now go ahead and disconnect the cellular antenna cable. We'll need to remove one more shield near the lightning cable. It's screwed in with 3 Phillips head screws. Go ahead and remove those 3 screws, and you can lift up this shield, exposing the antenna cable connection that we'll have to disconnect. Go ahead and remove the 5 Phillips head screws that are securing the speaker. Starting at the top, remove the top 2 first, then the one on the bottom here, the one on the left side, and then the one on the top there. Trace out the antenna cable along the speaker. Okay, and then push it out of the way. Get the little bracket there that fell back. Alright, now flip over the phone. We'll need to get access to the final screw that's holding the speaker in its place, and the only way to really get to it is from this orientation. It's located right there. Go ahead and remove that screw. After removing the screw, the speaker should be easily lifted up and removed. Here's what it looks like up close. The long-range Wi-Fi antenna is glued in along the side of the speaker. Go ahead, peel back the tape, and you can just go ahead and peel it right off the speaker. Here it is. Reassembly. Go ahead and glue the antenna onto the speaker in the following orientation. Go ahead, trace out the cable along the side of the speaker. Use the tape to glue it back on in the following orientation. We can now go ahead and drop the speaker into its socket. Go ahead and use the little pin to secure the cellular cable to the speaker and tuck it in. Now let's go ahead and secure it with the Phillips head screws. The two up top, the one on the bottom right. Go ahead and flip the phone and secure the screw that needs to be secured in an angle on the bottom there. Okay, flip the phone back over. Secure the two remaining screws for the antenna bracket and the speaker. Now let's go ahead and place back the bracket over the antenna portion there and secure it with the 3 Phillips head screws. Moving on to reconnecting, go ahead and start off with the antenna. Click the antenna back into its socket. Make sure to take your time. This is a bit of a difficult connection, but make sure that you firmly connect that in. Once that's in, go ahead and reconnect the speaker to the logic board. Make sure you get a nice firm click. Trace the antenna out, lay it down along the side, slightly tucking it in. You don't have to tuck it in all the way. We're just gonna go ahead and lay it down along the side and then connect it up top. Go ahead and connect that socket. That's also pretty difficult to click in. Once you got that clicked in, go ahead and pop the SIM card tray back in. Now it's time to reconnect the battery. Now go ahead and place the bracket over the 2 connections and secure it with the 2 Phillips head screws. Align the screen with the phone. Go ahead and pry back the 2 ribbon cables and connect the 3rd ribbon cable all the way on the right side first. Take your time, make sure it clicks into place. You don't want a non-sturdy connection. Now the 2nd ribbon cable went all the way in the top. Once again, take your time, make sure they click into place. And then finally the third one. Sometimes it takes a bit of time to get it to go into the socket correctly. Once all three are plugged in, go ahead and secure the shield over them. Starting with the middle, secure the Phillips head screw in the middle first, then the one in the top right, and then the remaining 3 Phillips head screws. With all of the screws secure, we're now ready to clamp up the phone. Go ahead and pick it up. Starting in the top, tuck it in on the latches first, then start clamping it. Slowly on the left side, start going down and clamping it around the contour. Now turn the phone and do the same from the right side. Clamp it up. Once everything's firm and aligned, go ahead and resecure the 2 pentalobe screws. You can go ahead and insert them into their slots first and then tighten them up. Now power on and test the phone. Thank you for watching. Hit like and subscribe and check out more awesome videos at appledollars.com.